Alright, it's been a long time in the works. It's taken a lot of unnecessary bullcrap to get this Let's Play going, but after all the bullcrap I had to go through with me forgetting that the PS3 had some weird HDMI block on recording devices, and I eventually found the cord that would enable me to record on my Elgato capture card, but unfortunately I didn't like the quality that it was outputting. I much prefer HDMI, so I had to buy a HDMI splitter off Amazon, which took a hella long time for it to eventually get to my house in rural ass Florida. So now that I have all the cords, splitters, everything I need, I'm finally able to capture, and I'm actually very happy about that. So now that we got all the unnecessary bullcrap out of the way, let's start the Metal Gear Solid blind playthrough. So if you haven't watched the pre-game explanation, I pretty much go into detail about how I'm going to be doing this. I suggest watching that before you watch part 1, obviously. But it basically tells about how I'm going to be playing through the game, how I don't know anything about the game franchise. The only thing I do know is the main character's name is Solid Snake, and you eventually fight a guy named Psycho Mantis, and I forgot to include this in the pre-game explanation, but I do know that there's a guy named Otacon, and that there's a girl character that comes in sometime, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, don't really know anything, so I say let's get this started, shall we? Controls are a little backwards to what I'm used to. I played the PS1 a little bit whenever I was younger, but not too much, so this is kind of foreign to me. So let's just enjoy this nice little swimming animation. Alright, so I guess we're being introduced to our main character. And our bad guy, currently, smoking a cigarette in the elevator. If I had to pick any of these guys, I'd definitely say he's the main one. Of this area, at least. Yeah, he looks like your standard video game asshole. Oh, cool. We're getting a phone call.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation?
And this is
Snake?
like FaceTime
Looks like
before
the elevator in the
FaceTime.
back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec.
Okay, so this is called the
Frequency
codec.
140.85.
Actually, I think I've heard something along the lines of the codec. Everybody has their own number, which is really cool. It's like real life.
Press the select button.
But
The codec's receiver directly
yeah.
stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it.
I really like how this game goes into detail about how the codec, stimulates bones in Snake's ear, so he's the only one that can hear it. And I mean, that's just the only thing I can think of at the top of my head because it literally just happened, but that happens a lot in Metal Gear from what I've heard, and I really like it whenever there's a really in-depth explanation why something so simple happens. I think it just really shows that the developers put a lot of time and effort into making the game, and I can appreciate that. Alright, so we gotta avoid that asshole. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm not too fond of sneaking games, mainly because I'm not that good at them. but I think I can bear with this game because this is, from what I've heard, it is the #1 all-time game for the PlayStation 1. And the PlayStation 1 was a really innovative console with several good games, such as Crash Bandicoot. And for this to be rated #1 by several people, that's pretty amazing. So I'm really excited to play through this whole game and see what types of twists and characters I'm going to find. Well, I just found some ration. That's a good start. Just going to lay here on the floor. Waiting for the elevator. Do do do. Do do do. Oh, I guess this is the game's way of making you sit through all the people that made the game. That's kind of cool. Even though I'm not too fond of reading. Okay, here's the elevator. Alright. Thought I had been spotted there for a second. I was like, shit. Ooh. Ooh, I'm not liking this. Alright, that's better. You didn't see anything. Yeah. That's how you sneak, son. That's how it's done. Alrighty. Alright. Now leaving ground floor. Tactical espionage action. I wonder what wonders. Wow. I wonder what's gonna be met with us outside. I like snow. Yay. Alright, time for a codec call.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Oh cool, we're in Alaska.
Upgrade.
I've always wanted to go to
If it weren't for
Alaska.
your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing.
That's one thing I like about video games. You're able to journey to places and even real life that
I'm relieved
you've
to hear
always
that.
dreamed
Already
and
tested, huh?
aspired
By the way,
to,
how's the
you know,
diversion
go
ring
to.
operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way.
Uh-oh.
The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Are they good F-16s or bad F-16s? I'm just gonna go ahead and bet that that's a bad helicopter, though.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention.
Oh, I get it. The F-16s were a diversion to get all the helicopters off the air pad so I could sneak on into the compound. I get it. Ah. This game does look really good for the PS1's midway cycle, I'd call it. I'm pretty sure this game wasn't released too far into the PS1's lifespan, and for the graphics, it's spot on. I mean, for this game to be made in 1998, perfect.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Okay.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist.
Oh, cool.
She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system.
Ah, she's like that guy in 007 that pimps James Bond out right before he leaves for his awesome-ass
Nice to meet
missions.
you, Snake. It's
Except
an
for
honor
we've
to
got an
speak
Asian
to
lady.
a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
Damn.
You're just
Way to be
flattering me.
suave,
No, I'm
Snake.
serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
Solid Snake's Guide to
But,
Hitting on Women,
I'm
coming
surprised.
soon to a
You're
store
very
near
frank
you.
for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Only $29.99,
I'm
and it
looking
comes with a
forward to
badass
hearing about the
headband.
man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome.
I'm glad it's explained to me this now after, you know, I already navigated the first floor effortlessly with, you know, the same
First,
radar
I
that
want
she's
you to
explained to me
infiltrate the
now.
disposal site and look for the
Ugh.
DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Alright, so we're looking for the DARPA
Snake,
dude.
your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by
I know what
radar,
that means.
so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I like the different
I'm also in
nationalities
charge of
these
your mission
people are.
data. Contact me if
Metal
you
Gear
want to
Solid,
upload your current
anti-racist
data.
since the
My
98.
frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Oh, so she's how you
Except
say.
for your binoculars, you're naked.
Ah.
You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Damn.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but
I think I
didn't
might
manage to
invest
smuggle
in
out my
Solid
smoke
Snake's Guide to
How
Hitting
did
on
you do
Women.
that?
in
Because
my
I need a
stomach,
nice headband.
Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Cigarettes. Okay. Scripted movement. And looking.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
That you can't.
There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed
Okay.
with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Grenades! I'm not doing this, by the way. It's just kind of
What about the air
pre-scripted.
duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
Alright. So, 3 ways to enter. I like that.
I can't see it from here.
I like choices. Even though I'm probably going to make the worst one and get shot. But,
I'll let you
we'll see.
decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Alright. Well, we're going on 15 minutes here, so I think that this is a good place to stop the first part. On next part of Toxic Plays Blind, Metal Gear Solid, Extravapalooza. Gonna make it into that giant compound, hopefully without getting shot by these snow mask wearing motherfuckers. So, yeah. I'm gonna hit up Mei Ling, save, and continue onward. Tune in for part 2, where more awesome stuff's gonna happen.